In the dark corners of British military archives, a horrifying truth lies buried. Film reels documenting the systematic torture of Kenyans during colonial rule. These weren't covert recordings. They were official records, meticulously captured by officers as proof of their pacification methods. The footage, dating back to the 1950s Mau Mau uprising, shows whippings, forced confessions, and worse, all under the gaze of the camera. The films weren't random snapshots, they reflected standard operating procedure. British manuals like the Counter-Guerrilla Warfare Guide detailed interrogation techniques, stress positions, waterboarding, and electric shocks. Survivors recall officers referring to these films during training, normalizing brutality. One detainee described how captors would replay footage of his torture, mocking him with the words, "This is how rebels learn obedience." While some films were raw records of violence, others were carefully edited for British audiences. A notorious clip shows smiling officers handing out candy to children, but the original uncut version reveals this followed a village burning. Colonial archives hold at least 300 such manipulated reels, often spliced with cheerful narration about civilizing missions. This deliberate duality allowed brutality to coexist with imperial pride. Decades later, these films became evidence in court when lawyers discovered 1,500 classified files on Kenyan torture were illegally withheld. The FCO memo read, "No further action unless film leakage occurs." Britain finally admitted to abuses in 2013, but fought compensation claims tooth and nail. Only 5,228 survivors received payments, averaging £2,600 each, a pittance compared to the lifetimes of trauma endured. Today, Kenyan activists screen these films in public squares, transforming tools of oppression into instruments of reckoning. Archivists race to digitize decaying reels before Britain destroys more evidence. As one historian notes, the camera was meant to showcase imperial power. Now it indicts it. The final question lingers. When will these flickering frames trigger true accountability? Not just hollow apologies.